This is part 2 of 3.8 inverse variations. Today we're going to be working with our equation and working to off of a graph to write an equation for that graph. So in order to write an equation from the graph, we're going to first start by substituting in the known information, so a set of coordinates, into our y's and x's. And then we're going to go through and actually multiply between our x and our y to isolate k. And then we'll resubstitute in for k. So here's an example of what we're going to be working with. So here's a graph. And they've given us a graph. We can see it's an indirect variation based on that it's a curved line. We're going to write the equation for that line. And it's as simple as this. We're going to pull our information. They did give us one set of coordinates. And if they don't, if they gave us a line, then we would pick that coordinate. And you should always pick a coordinate that falls on a corner. Okay, so here they've already identified for us a set of coordinates, and this is our x and this is our y. So we're going to go ahead and plug that information into this equation. So our y was a 1, so 1 equals the k we don't know, that's what we're going to solve, and our x was a 2 over 2. So now to work to get k by itself, right now it's k divided by 2, we would say times 2, which would cancel it out here. So whatever we do to one side, we have to do to the other, so 2. We just found out that k equals 1 times 2, or 2 times 1 is 2. So now we're going to take this and plug it into our equation up here. We're going to leave our y and our x as themselves. So y equals our k, which is found out as 2 over x. Okay, and the reason that we're writing this equation is now, as we practice back in direct variation, is we could substitute any number in for x and be able to graph this same line if we needed to. So if I were to, just to practice it, maybe pick a number, let's say I put 1 in place of my x. So y equals 2 over 1. So I just said that my x was going to be a 1, comma, 2 divided by 1 would give me 2, so y would equal 2. If I were to graph this set of coordinates, it should fall on the line, over to 1, up to 2, and you can see that it does. And you could do that with any of them. I could do 4 if I substituted in for 4 for x. So I could put a 4 here. Y equals 2 divided by 4, which is 1/2. So if I check 4 comma 1/2 or 0.5, it should fall on this line. Over to 4 up to 0.5 is right there. Okay, so we're working on writing that equation for the line. Okay, and all we need is one set of coordinates to be able to do that. Okay, so let's try another one here. I'll erase these dots in just a second. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and pull our information. So reviewing once again, this is x and this is y. And we're going to go ahead and plug that into this equation. So our y is 6 equals the k, which is what we don't know, over our x is 2. So now to get k by itself, right now it's divided by 2, we would say times 2 to cancel it out. So then times 2, k is equal to 2 times 6, which is 12. So now we'll rewrite the equation. Y equals, we just found out that the k is 12 over x. This would be our final answer. Okay, so I'm going to give you one to try. So try this one right here. Okay, so you can go ahead and pause your video and work your way through this, rewriting your equation into that y equals whatever you find out k is over x. Pause your video now and work through it. You should have gotten y equals 2 over x. That's it for this part of the lesson. Good luck. Key thing to remember is that indirect variation involves division between your constant, which is your k, and your x. Good luck.